Imagine torching calories while binge watching your favorite series, laughing with friends, or simply fidgeting at your desk. Sounds like a dream, right? Well, today we're diving into the quirky, unexpected ways your body burns calories without you even realizing it. Stick around because some of these might just surprise you and could be the secret weapon in your weight loss journey. What if I told you that you could literally sit in an ice bath, giggle at cat videos, and fidget like a caffeinated squirrel and technically burn fat? No diet changes, no salads, no gym selfies, just pure calorie burning chaos. Sounds too good to be true? Well, it kinda is, but there's a twist, because if you stick with me, I'm going to show you the real science behind fat loss, the secret no one talks about, and the weirdest ways to actually hack your metabolism. Jumping rope, the fat burning mirage. Okay, let's kick things off with jumping rope. On paper, it sounds like a miracle. Burn 560 calories per hour? Sign me up, right? But hold your horses, Rocky Balboa. To burn 1 pound of fat, which is roughly 3,500 calories, you'd have to jump rope for 5.3 hours straight. That's basically the Lord of the Rings trilogy on your toes. And let's be real, unless you're a hyperactive child or a boxer in training, nobody is jumping rope for 5 hours. Your calves would file for divorce. Nevertheless, jump rope isn't just child's play. It's one of the most efficient, portable, and underrated fat-burning tools out there. Studies show that just 10 minutes of jump rope can burn the same number of calories as 30 minutes of jogging. That's a 3x return on your sweat investment. In other words, it's the espresso shot of cardio. Quick, intense, effective. When you jump rope at high intensity, you enter a state called EPOC, excess post-exercise oxygen consumption. That means your body keeps burning calories after your workout, even while you're watching Netflix and icing your calves. No gym? No problem. A jump rope fits in a drawer, costs less than your lunch, and can be used anywhere. Home, park, office break room. Okay, maybe not that one. What about walking? Zen, but slow. This is the underrated weight loss weapon. Now, walking is wonderful. It's low impact, clears your mind, lets you eavesdrop on phone calls like a suburban ninja. But fat burning? You burn about 340 calories per hour walking briskly. Here's where walking really wins. It's sustainable. You don't need to psych yourself up or recover for 2 days. No pain, all gain. The secret to walking for fat loss is consistency. One long walk won't do much. To lose 1 pound of fat, you'd need to strut around like a mall walker on a mission for over 10 hours. That's like walking from Brooklyn to the Bronx and back just to break even after eating 2 slices of pizza. But walking daily, especially in a fasted state or after meals, has a powerful effect on your metabolism and insulin sensitivity. Quick tip, a 10-minute walk after eating has been shown to help control blood sugar and support fat loss, especially for those with insulin resistance or type 2 diabetes. Now, let's talk about the most delightfully absurd one, laughing. You burn 40 calories for every 10 minutes of laughter. That means to burn 1 pound, you'd need to laugh non-stop for 14.5 hours. That's longer than an entire season of The Office. Even Dwight Schrute can't help you here. But hey, next time you binge TikToks and laugh until you cry, just remember, you're technically working out, sort of, emotionally. Comment down below. What's the hardest you've ever laughed? Movie, joke, situations, whatever. And how many calories do you think you burned? Ice baths, painfully effective. Here's where it gets cool, literally. Ice baths burn up to 250 calories in 15 minutes, thanks to cold-induced thermogenesis. That's just a fancy term for your body panicking to stay warm and torching fat in the process. After 14 sessions, you could burn 1 pound. Not bad, right? Think of it like reverse hot yoga. Instead of sweating buckets, you shiver your way to slimness. But beware, if you scream like a banshee when cold water touches your skin, maybe try a different method. Sex, the calorie burner. No one complains about, yes, sexy time. You burn about 4 calories per minute, which translates to 200 per hour. That means 14.5 hours of uninterrupted passion will net you 1 pound. Sounds fun? Until you remember that's more than 2 full work days of bedroom cardio. Also, quick reminder, enthusiasm matters more than duration. Don't turn your romantic life into a CrossFit competition. No one wants a personal best leaderboard over the bed. Still, it's one of the few workouts that ends with both endorphins and cuddles. Donating blood, the ultimate lazy burn. Here's one most people don't expect, donating blood. Every time you donate, your body burns about 650 calories replacing plasma, platelets, and red blood cells. Over 14 donations, that's 1 pound. Bonus, you're saving lives while burning fat. It's like being Batman if Batman needed juice boxes afterward. Pro tip, eat iron-rich foods like spinach or steak before donating so your hemoglobin doesn't betray you at the clinic. panic. You can also find information about the benefits and harms of excessive iron in the body, as well as how this mineral affects our youth on our channel. Let me know in the comments. Have you ever donated blood just for the snacks or the calories? Fidgeting, the ADH fat hack. People who tap their feet, twirl pens, bounce in chairs. They're called non-exercise activity thermogenesis machines. Fancy words for fidgeters. Turns out all that restless movement can burn an extra 50 to 100 calories per hour. Over 70 hours, that's 1 pound. So technically, yes, being an anxious mess can make you thinner. Your stress response just became a fitness strategy. Neat. The fat-burning power you didn't know you had. Here's a fat-burning powerhouse you've probably never heard of. Neat. No, it's not a personality trait. It stands for non-exercise activity thermogenesis, aka all the calories you burn doing everyday stuff that's not exercise. We're talking washing dishes, gardening, grocery shopping, walking your dog while chasing your kid who's chasing a squirrel. You could burn hundreds of calories a day just by staying off the couch and living like a mildly active adult in the 1950s. In fact, studies show that people with high NEAT levels can burn up to 2,000 more calories a day than someone who's sedentary, even without working out. Yes, you read that right. So if you've ever felt guilty for skipping the gym, but spent the day cleaning the garage, organizing the pantry, and carrying 13 grocery bags at once to avoid a second trip, you're golden. All of this, it's cute, it's fun, it technically works. But now, I have to disappoint you. Here's the brutal truth. All of that is like trying to bail out a sinking boat with a teacup. You need a better tool. So what's the real lever behind weight loss? Insulin. It's the hormone that tells your body, store fat. And when it's high, usually from eating sugar, bread, pasta, cereal, your fat-burning system goes on lockdown. Even if you're working out, cold plunging, or laughing like the Joker, you're still stuck in storage mode. Hidden carbs, the silent saboteurs. People think they're cutting sugar, but they're still eating crackers, rice, healthy granola, oat milk, tortillas, and those sneaky little low-fat yogurts packed with hidden carbs. Carbs spike insulin. Insulin blocks fat burning, period. You need to get those carbs down to 20 to 30 grams per day to see real results. This is where keto or carnivore diets come in. No carbs equals no insulin spikes equals fat burning bonanza. Some folks go full carnivore. Meat, fish, eggs, cheese. It's simple, satisfying, and ridiculously effective. Intermittent fasting, the secret weapon. Now combine a low-carb approach with intermittent fasting, and boom, you've just unlocked your body's fat furnace. Why? Because once insulin drops, your body naturally switches to using stored fat as fuel. You're not starving. You're just finally tapping into the reserves you've had all along. Soon, you're eating 1 meal a day, feeling full, energized, and best of all, not hungry. Fasting reduces inflammation, boosts energy, helps reverse type 2 diabetes, lowers blood pressure, lifts mood, and basically makes you a metabolic superhero. Final thoughts. The full circle moment. Is it technically possible to lose weight without changing your diet? Yes, but is it worth the effort to rely on ice baths, 70 hours of fidgeting, or 15 hours of, well, let's call it cardio with benefits? Probably not. Here's the truth no one wants to hear, but everyone needs to. You cannot outrun your fork. Exercise is incredible. It's great for your heart, muscles, mind, and stress, but not the main driver of fat loss. Want real results? Lower your carbs. Manage your insulin. Try intermittent fasting. Keep moving, but don't obsess over the treadmill. That's how you actually lose weight, and keep it off. If this video opened your eyes or made you laugh, hit that like button and tell us in the comments, which method are you willing to try? Ice baths, fasting, carnivore, fidgeting your way to a six-pack? See you in the next one. Stay curious. Stay lean.